Welcome back. Kelly Inouye-Perez occupies a really special place in UCLA Bruins athletics history. Not only is she a native Angelino, she played her career. She was a catcher for the Bruins as a student, moved up to the head coaching ranks, and has had massive success in Westwood. And it's a pleasure to have Coach I on with us on the morning of the season opener. Kelly, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
You know what? Thanks for having me. It's always a great day, and it's game day today. So what a way to start off my day.
Do you have game day rituals? I mean, is there an opening day ritual that you're a slave to?
There's all kinds of rituals and traditions. But the most exciting part of today is we have 6 freshmen. And the freshmen are so excited to be able to have the first opportunity to wear the 4 letters across their chest and really get into that game day excitement. By nature, at the end of a season, you think of seniors and how they're finishing their career, but the just that game day excitement. The freshmen are one of the girls said yesterday, until they say play ball, it's not real, But we already got them in uniforms and did some inter squads, so they got that feel. But the energy right now, we are done competing against each other. January is a long month, and we can't wait to get another opponent in the other dugout.
That is really cool. The thing about UCLA softball, it's one of the major staples of the sport. And a little bit of your history, you go back with Lisa Fernandez, who coaches with you now, all the way back to winning championships together. What's that like, having that relationship with Lisa and that friendship that translates into coaching?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, I just wanted to mention, as you talk about, UCLA softball and what we've done in the sport, to be able to be the first and have the most, we're celebrating our 50th year. It's a 50-year anniversary of UCLA softball in this season. And we're proud to be able to be a part of a program that has won championships in every decade. So for Lisa and I, get this, Lisa Fernandez is our most decorated athlete in softball, right? She's the Kobe Bryant, 3-time gold medalist, 4-time All-American, Honda Cup winner, just so many great things. But Lisa and I started playing together when we were 10 and 11 years old.
Oh,
so
wow.
We were a pitcher-catcher combination, fortunate to win some championships in travel ball, and then we got to UCLA and just continued to have just a blast playing the sport. So for both of us, as student athletes, we used to look at the coaches and say, look at them. They're like in their pajamas every day, coming, doing the softball thing. Wouldn't that be a cool job? And here we are, without really having that intention, because in my mind, Sharon and Sue were never going to retire. But here, Lisa and I are doing everything we can to just carry on this tradition of success together. We're the best through some really big highs and lows in the sport. But most importantly, we are really growing strong females here at UCLA. I mean, it is hard being a Bruin, and we take pride in carrying on this tradition of success both on and off the field.
Yeah, I've been fortunate with my daughter, Ella, who's a player, as you well know, to go to your camps. And at the end of camp, Matt, the coaches come together, Kelly and Lisa and everybody else, and they get a chance to talk to all the kids. And I know we don't have time to dive into this, but I was sharing with the guys. You did a speech one time I was there on mental health and the power of, you equated it to recharging your phone.
Yeah.
And everybody runs to grab their phone, and you need to recharge yourself in mental health. And I know in our sports culture, whether it's softball, baseball, football, male or female, mental health is such a big thing. And you touched on that. Can you touch on that just for a second?
Yeah, no, absolutely. First and foremost, one of the things that I love to tell, our student athletes and then the future, especially the young ones. I mean, athletics is such an exciting challenge. And with it, I say it takes a lot of courage and a lot of guts to be able to play, to get on a stage and have a moment to be able to help your team win with the opportunity to fail. And, for some, they live for those moments. For some, it gets too hard. But the pressures and the expectations and the training can lead to, exactly what we're talking about. Mentally, you can go down a path of identifying that softball is who you are. And so I really get to making sure that I remind my Bruins all the time, softball is what you do. It's not who you are. And your ability to understand that it's an opportunity and you are brave enough to get out there and go for it. And you will succeed and you will fail, but it's not, those moments aren't, those aren't your defining moments, success or failure. Like what you do after that is really truly your defining moment. So I always stress, the lessons that they learn on the stage are really going to be the lessons they learn in life. And being able to train and prepare for those big moments is what you got to love to do, because we don't have control over anything else. But I always end by saying, one of the big things, because everyone says, yeah, but it's hard when we don't play, or it's hard when we don't succeed. But I focus on the process, and I learned that from Coach Wooden. Coach Wooden was a big part of my journey as a coach. But to relate with this generation, I simply say, if you treated yourselves like you treat your cell phones, and then they all light up, because this generation, everybody has a cell phone. And the one thing that we all know is when your cell phone the battery starts to go low. I mean, we almost hit a panic button. Who has a charger? Where's the cord? Like you kind of get into that, because God forbid your phone goes, to zero battery. But if we took ourselves and gained that perspective of, if you treat it like your cell phone, and we recharged every day, when your battery started to go low, you made sure you plug it in, and you make sure you go to 100%. We all wake up in the morning knowing when we're at 100%, we're good to go for the rest of the day. And there's actually even, we talked about, God forbid you drop your phone, right? Because everyone's got that, they're so expensive. So there's care with your phone. You make sure you know where it is. It's not lost. So recharging it is big. And then I show them a little trick. If you go to Safari and, into the settings and go to Safari, which is whatever your browser is, you can scroll down, and I found this button that you can put that says clear history. So you could go into Safari, open it up, go down, hit clear history, and it wipes out all those things that you've opened up, which we call closing tabs. And if you close your tabs every day, charge your battery, can you imagine how much weight you just lifted?
Wow.
And you're ready to get after it the next day? So that it's a relatable way for everyone in this generation that, we're attached to our cell phones. We charge our batteries, and man, we open up a ton of tabs, and we're scrolling through all kinds of stuff, but close that stuff at the end of the day. Take a deep breath and get after getting, having an amazing day with not all that added weight of all the noise that surrounds us on a daily level.
Man, that's a great lesson.
For all of us, not just athletes, for all of us.
Good stuff.
There's so many things we want to talk to you about, Coach I want to talk to you about the rivalry across town with the Trojans. I want to talk to you about what it's like being a member of the UCLA Athletics Hall of Fame. I mean, you're still coaching. It's not like you're, out in the pasture someplace with your feet up drinking a Mai Tai. You're still doing what you do, and you're already in the Hall of Fame. That must have hit you pretty hard when you were inducted.
Oh, no greater honor. My ties are in the off season, but I think with the Hall of Fame, I've been fortunate to just truly, I think, with all my career, it is truly about the people that I've chosen to surround myself with. And I've just been so fortunate when I think about, who the people that have touched my lives. Like I said, Coach Wooden was the first person to call me when I got the head coaching job. Jackie Joyner-Kersee was somebody who, I've got to see train. Annie Myers-Drysdale is one of my big sisters. Sue Enquist is just a rock star, one of the greatest softball coaches ever. Valerie Condos Fields is world-renowned choreographer and gymnastics coach. But when I was at that Hall of Fame, it's so about the people that you surround yourself with. And it started with the decision that I made to go to UCLA. So many people that were so proud. And one thing I love is, you come to UCLA, we're not just a university, we're a worldly school. We have student athletes and students coming from all over the world, and everyone is striving for success academically, athletically, and then trying to move on professionally or at the national team level. So you're surrounded by just amazing people, which allows you to get really motivated every day, because, man, you better do your thing, because everyone around you is shooting for the stars. So being in the Hall of Fame is definitely the biggest honor I've ever had, because if you look at the names in that, I mean, those are some of the greatest in the sport, in all their sports. But the ability to leave your name in the books, that's everybody's dream, right? Is to be able to have the opportunity to do something where you leave your mark and you're remembered for being able to impact and carry on this tradition of success that we've had at UCLA in all sports. And like I say, we pride ourselves on not just being great athletes, but also really competing in the classroom and being able to have the best of both worlds. That's why I say I'm fortunate. We recruit the top 1%, because it's not just about winning a natty. We want to win natties, oh, please believe, but it's what we're going to continue to do and succeed beyond life. And that's really surrounding yourself with people that understand that softball is what we do. It's not who we are. But the harder path you take, the greater reward you're going to get down the road. And I'm proud. I'm definitely proud, but I'm fortunate. that I got chosen to be a part of this amazing family that's more than just the softball program at UCLA. It's all of us.
Well, we got a taste of it this morning. Thank you so much for the time.
Good luck on the season opener.
We're pumped that the season's starting. Can't wait to watch, and we will be back in touch. And what'd you say here? What we do is not
It's
who
not what we
are.
do. Those are our defining moments, but what you do next, because I know the camera's watching, and we've got Bruin Armor. Bring it. We can't wait for the next opportunity. Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate you guys.
Thanks, Coach I.
Go
Thanks for
Bruins.
being with
Thanks,
us.
Coach I. Talk to you later.
We're going to take a break and get back to baseball
awesome.
after a quick timeout.
I'll go plug my cell phone in so I can recharge that battery.
By the way, I'm very familiar with clear history.